After age 65, many people assume it's normal for health to decline and everything to slow down. But the truth is, there's a special group of individuals who continue to stay strong, flexible, and independent, long after most of their peers have started to struggle. If you can still stand up from a chair without using your hands, balance on one foot for more than 10 seconds, or carry a bag of groceries without feeling exhausted, you're showing rare and remarkable signs of healthy aging. These may seem like small things, but they're actually powerful indicators that your body is still strong, mobile, and resilient. It's not just about fitness, it's about living longer, maintaining your independence, and enjoying a higher quality of life as you age. So, how many of these abilities do you still have? You might be doing far better than you think. You might think getting down to the floor and standing back up is no big deal. But the truth is, this ability is one of the clearest indicators that your body is still functioning with strong coordination, core strength, flexibility, and balance, all essential for staying healthy, independent, and injury-free as you age. If you can sit down on the floor and get back up without using your hands, holding on to a chair, or asking someone for help, it means your body is still working in harmony. Your legs, core, back muscles, and nervous system are all communicating effectively, and that's a big deal. In fact, studies show that older adults who struggle with this basic movement are more than twice as likely to experience falls or lose their ability to live independently. Let's meet Elaine, a 73-year-old woman from Colorado. She's not an athlete, but she follows a simple daily routine. Each morning, she rolls out her yoga mat in the living room and spends 15 minutes stretching, breathing, and moving gently. Because of this habit, she's still able to sit on the floor and play with her grandkids, and more importantly, she can stand back up without grabbing onto furniture or pushing off the ground with her hands. One day, during a casual conversation, her daughter said with surprise, "Mom, I know people half your age who can't do that." This ability gives Elaine more than just physical strength, it gives her confidence. When she accidentally drops something, she doesn't panic or call for help. She simply bends down, picks it up, and goes on with her day. If you're still able to do this movement with ease, take a moment to recognize what that really means. It's not just about mobility, it's a sign of full-body health and resilience. It means you're aging in a way that many others only wish they could. So go ahead and celebrate that strength. Because in a world where independence is everything, the ability to move freely and confidently is one of the most valuable things you can keep. You might think sitting down on the floor and standing back up is just an everyday movement, but it's actually one of the clearest signs of how well your body is aging. If you're over 65 and can still do this without using your hands or grabbing onto furniture, you're holding onto a skill that many others have lost. This movement requires a combination of balance, joint flexibility, core strength, and full-body coordination. Studies show that older adults who can't stand up from the floor without assistance are more than twice as likely to experience falls and a loss of independence. Take Elaine, 73, from Colorado. She's not a fitness buff, but she practices light yoga at home each morning. That daily habit keeps her limber, confident, and strong. If you can still get up off the floor with ease, be proud. You're maintaining a key to independence and healthy aging that's becoming increasingly rare. You might think that sitting down on the floor and standing back up is just a normal part of daily life. But most people don't realize that this simple ability is actually one of the clearest signs that your body is still functioning well, strong, flexible, and balanced. If you're over the age of 65 and can still get up from the floor without using your hands, holding on to furniture, or asking for help, you're maintaining a skill that many others have already lost. This movement requires a combination of core strength, joint flexibility, balance, and full-body coordination. According to studies, older adults who can't get up from the floor without assistance are more than twice as likely to fall and lose their independence over time. Take Elaine, for example. She's 73 and lives in Colorado. She's not a gym goer or athlete, but she has a simple morning routine. Each day, she rolls out her yoga mat in the living room and spends 15 minutes stretching, doing breathing exercises, and moving through gentle yoga flows. These daily movements have helped her stay limber and balanced. One afternoon, while playing with her grandson on the living room floor, Elaine sat down and stood up several times with ease. Her daughter, watching nearby, said in amazement, "Mom, some of my friends in their 40s can't even do that." That simple moment was more than just a family interaction, it was a powerful reminder of Elaine's overall health. Her ability to move freely not only protects her from fall-related injuries but also gives her the confidence and strength to take care of herself without relying on others. If you can still get down to the floor and back up without difficulty, give yourself credit. That's not just a sign of fitness, it's a reflection of how well your body has aged and how much independence you still have. Keep moving, keep practicing, and know that you're doing something incredibly important for your health and your future. When you stand up from a chair, do you find yourself needing to push off with your hands or grab the armrests? For many people, it's an unconscious habit. But for older adults, being able to stand up from a seated position without using your hands is a clear sign that your leg strength, core stability, and overall coordination are still in great shape. This ability often declines quietly over time. As muscle strength fades, joints stiffen, or balance becomes less reliable, we tend to rely more on our hands, knees, or nearby objects for support. But if you can still stand up smoothly using just the power of your legs and core, that's a powerful indicator of your overall health and your ability to live independently. Let's meet Irene, a 74-year-old woman from Arizona. She's not overly active, but she makes time every day to walk around her neighborhood and do some light exercises at home. During a small gathering with friends, everyone was seated and chatting when a friend her age struggled to get up from the couch, using the table for support. Irene, on the other hand, simply placed her feet flat on the floor and stood up easily, without needing to push off with her hands. Her granddaughter, watching nearby, said with admiration, "Grandma, you're strong. I know people younger than you who can't do that." What Irene didn't realize is that this simple action is often used by health professionals to assess fall risk, muscle loss, and overall mobility in older adults. If you can still stand up from a chair without using your hands, that's something to be proud of. It means your body is still working efficiently, and you're maintaining the strength needed to stay active and independent. Whether it's tidying up the house, walking your dog, or playing with your grandchildren, this strength is the foundation that supports the life you love. So keep it up. Preserving that ability is one of the smartest ways to age with confidence, strength, and freedom. Have you ever tried standing on one leg for 10 seconds? It might sound simple, but this small challenge is actually a very important test, especially for people over 65. If you can stand on one foot without wobbling, without grabbing onto a wall or chair for support, it's a strong sign that your balance, muscle strength, and nervous system are still functioning well. According to numerous studies, balance is one of the key indicators linked to fall risk, injury, and long-term independence in older adults. When balance begins to decline, your body becomes more vulnerable in unexpected situations, like stepping off a curb, walking on uneven ground, or even just turning quickly. Let's take the story of Samuel, a 78-year-old from Minnesota. After slipping in his garden one afternoon, he realized he no longer felt steady on his feet. Instead of ignoring the issue, he chose to make a change. He began practicing balance exercises each day, starting with simply standing on one leg while brushing his teeth. Gradually, he made it more challenging by closing his eyes or standing on a soft mat. Within a few months, Samuel could hold his balance for over 15 seconds without effort. More importantly, he noticed a difference in everyday life. Walking felt more secure. He no longer feared falling when stepping onto wet pavement or walking across his yard. His confidence returned. Balance is more than just a physical skill, it reflects how well your brain, muscles, and nervous system are working together. Poor balance is one of the top reasons older adults suffer serious falls, which can lead to hospitalization, loss of independence, and long-term complications. Maintaining good balance not only helps you avoid these dangers, it also keeps you active, self-reliant, and able to enjoy the activities you love. If you haven't tried this simple test yet, stand up now. Lift one foot just a few inches off the floor, and count to 10. Can you hold it without support? If so, congratulations, you're keeping a valuable ability that many people your age have lost. Keep practicing. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference. Balance training is a simple but powerful way to protect your freedom, build your confidence, and stay strong for the years ahead. Can you stand up from the floor without using your hands? If the answer is yes, congratulations, you're holding on to a powerful indicator of full body health that many people over 65 have already lost. Standing up from the floor may seem simple, but it actually requires a combination of lower body strength, joint flexibility, core endurance, and good balance. When an older adult struggles to get up without using their hands or grabbing onto furniture, it's often an early warning sign of reduced mobility, increased fall risk, and a decline in the ability to live independently. Take Helen, for example. She's 73 and lives in a small town in Maine. Every weekend, she spends time playing on the living room floor with her grandson, coloring, building blocks, or just chatting. What's impressive is that Helen can comfortably sit cross-legged and stand up smoothly using only the strength of her legs and core, no pushing with her hands, no holding onto furniture. Her daughter once said, "Mom, the way you stand up so effortlessly, I forget you're in your 70s." This ability doesn't just keep Helen safer in her own home, it also allows her to stay confident, active, and connected to her family. According to health experts, older adults who can rise from the floor without support tend to live longer, experience fewer injuries, and enjoy a much higher quality of life. If you haven't tested this ability recently, give it a try. Gently sit on the floor, then see if you can stand up without using your hands, arms, or leaning on anything. Whether you succeed or find it challenging, don't worry, this is a skill that can be trained and maintained. Simple exercises like bodyweight squats, yoga, or regular daily movement can go a long way. Remember, the mobility you have today is the foundation for your independence tomorrow. Keep moving, stay strong, and take pride in every step you're able to take on your own. Can you carry a heavy grocery bag from the store to your car without feeling tired or worrying about dropping it? If your answer is yes, then you're showing one of the clearest signs that your muscles, joints, and nervous system are still functioning well and staying strong. After age 65, lifting and carrying everyday items like grocery bags, a basket of produce, or a gallon of water can become a challenge for many people. But if you're still able to handle those tasks with ease, without pain, strain, or fatigue, then congratulations. You have what experts call functional strength, the type of strength that supports your independence and quality of life as you age. Let's meet Leonard, a 75-year-old from Texas. Every week, he does his own grocery shopping and carries the bags to his car by himself. One day, while loading 2 full bags into his trunk, a young man nearby offered help. Leonard smiled and replied, "Thanks, but I've been doing this for decades, I've still got it." That kind of confidence doesn't come from luck. Leonard maintains a daily walking routine, does light dumbbell exercises at home, and keeps himself moving. Doctors often point out that if you can carry groceries without feeling winded or sore, it's a strong indication that your musculoskeletal and nervous systems are still well coordinated. On the other hand, if lifting even a small bag feels exhausting, it might be an early sign of muscle loss, bone weakness, or declining nerve function. So if you're still carrying your own bags without shoulder pain, shortness of breath, or poor balance, take pride in that. It means you're maintaining one of the most essential building blocks of healthy aging, physical capability. Keep moving, stay strong, and don't underestimate the power of daily activity. Because the strength you use to carry a grocery bag today is the same strength that keeps you independent and in control of your life tomorrow. Can you easily sit down on the floor and stand back up without needing help? If so, you're demonstrating one of the strongest indicators of healthy aging. The ability to get down and up from the floor isn't just a basic movement, it's a sign that your body still has the balance, strength, and flexibility to move as one cohesive unit. This is a skill that often fades gradually with age. As we get older, muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and balance becomes more difficult. But if you're still able to move from the floor to standing without using your hands, grabbing a chair, or asking for support, it's a sign that your overall physical health is in great shape, and that you're maintaining the independence needed for everyday living. Meet Norma, a 79-year-old from California. One afternoon, while watching her grandson, she joined him on the living room floor to play with blocks. When it was time for dinner, she stood up smoothly, without holding on to anything. Her daughter, watching from the kitchen, laughed and said, "Mom, I know people in their early 60s who can't do that anymore." The truth is, Norma doesn't follow any complicated fitness program. She walks every day, does a few gentle stretches, and frequently gets down on the floor to play with her grandson, helping her body stay familiar with the movement of sitting down and standing up naturally. Medical experts agree that older adults who can easily move up and down from the floor are less likely to fall, recover more quickly from injury, and live independently for longer. If you can still do this, consider it your superpower of aging. Maintain it through light movement, stretching, and regular activity. Because this one simple skill could be the key to living a healthy, active, and confident life, no matter your age. If you can still do simple things like standing up from a chair without using your hands, balancing on one foot, or carrying a bag of groceries without feeling sore, you're part of a rare group of people aging actively, healthfully, and with pride. Never underestimate those small movements. They are powerful indicators that your body is still strong, your mind is sharp, and your life is still full of purpose. These everyday actions, often overlooked, are the foundation of independence. They help prevent falls and keep you moving through life with confidence and joy. And if you're not quite there yet, don't worry. It's never too late to start. With small, consistent steps, you can regain strength and mobility. Your body is capable of amazing recovery when you treat it with care and give it time. Aging isn't the end of the story, it's a new chapter. One where you can continue to grow, enjoy life, and inspire others around you. If this message resonates with you, please hit like, leave a comment to share your experience or thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're here to support you on your journey to living well, aging well, and staying strong, at every age. Remember, you're not getting old. You're growing stronger in ways that truly matter.